Greetings everyone. This video is going to be a little advanced arm massage. We're going to work on some muscles of the forearm, specifically the brachioradialis. But actually before we do the massage video, I'm going to go over some of the superficial muscles of the arm and forearm. Now there's a lot of muscles, there's several layers of muscles in the forearms. We're not really going to get into those layers. We're just going to get into the superficial ones that most people have issues with. So we're going to start out with the muscles, do a nice little overlay, and then we're going to show a little advanced technique on working the brachioradialis muscle. So enjoy the video. Alright, so first on the anterior arm muscles, we'll talk about the deltoid. And the deltoid muscle is going to attach to the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus, and basically it's going to do flexion and abduction of the humerus. Next muscle is the biceps brachii, and that's a two-headed muscle. It has a long head and a short head, and it's going to insert on the radial tuberosity and the cubital aponeurosis, and it's going to cause flexion and supination of the forearm. Very important muscle. Two-headed muscle, crosses two joints, so it's going to perform several actions. Next muscle we're going to talk about is the brachioradialis, and that's going to originate on the lateral epicondyle of the humerus and actually insert into the styloid process of the radius. So it's only going to act on the elbow joint and cause flexion of the elbow. Flexor carpi ulnaris muscle, and that's going to attach to the medial epicondyle of the humerus and insert onto the pisiform. Pisiform's a carpal bone to cause flexion and abduction of the wrist. Next muscle is the flexor carpi radialis muscle that also originates on the medial epicondyle of the humerus and inserts on the base of the second and third metacarpals, and it flexes and abducts the wrist. Palmaris longus muscle that also originates on the medial epicondyle of the humerus and inserts onto the palmar aponeurosis, and that's going to cause some flexion of the wrist. That tendon of the palmaris longus also does not go through the carpal tunnel, so keep that in mind. So as we work on the brachioradialis here, we're going to find the head of the radius. To find the head of the radius, what we're going to do is going to pronate and supinate the hand and just feel for the head of the radius to bump out underneath our thumbs. And once we find that radial head, we're going to apply just a little bit of pressure and pronate and supinate the hand as we do this technique. So instead of using cross fiber friction just with our thumb and wearing ourselves out by using the small muscles that we have, by applying pressure and just pronating and supinating the client's arm, we can be very efficient in this technique and won't wear ourselves out as we do the massage. I work on several of those muscles that attach there on the medial epicondyle, but mainly the brachioradialis is the beast. That's the muscle, as massage therapists, that can get very sore. The model here is a massage therapist, and luckily I don't have the audio for this session because he was experiencing quite a lot of discomfort during this session. And there's brachioradialis. We'll see you next week.